Dual themed competing movies inevitably invite comparison. Cinematic class is about to begin, and the professor is in. Ladies and gentlemen, today's lesson plan deals with The Darkest Hour. Gary Oldman is being touted for his performance here as Winston Churchill. This is actually the second movie with a similar theme. This has happened before in cinema. We've had dual Snow Whites. We've had dual giant asteroids coming toward Earth. We've had dual disaster films. If you go back a few decades, we even had dual James Bond movies that come out within weeks, sometimes months of each other, and have similar themes. Now, earlier this year, they put out Dunkirk. It was a movie that I enjoyed immensely. I have it listed as one of my best of the year in 2017. This movie, Darkest Hour, is a similar theme. See, what happened in Dunkirk was they had the story told from the perspective of the military operation. Okay, the Habitants Armada that came to rescue the soldiers from Dunkirk. This version of the story centers around the same battle, but it takes it not from the military standpoint as much as it does the political standpoint. And we see a lot of comparisons in this movie that can be tied into today's very own headlines as far as those who are trying to restore the greatness of the country and those who just want peace at any cost. So some of the themes are certainly history repeating themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very well acted. Gary Oldman does a great job, as do his co-stars in this. And I have to tell you that it has a really good score. Let me get this guy's name right. I know he's Italian. Dario Marianelli did the score for this movie, and it is excellent. I could probably just sit and listen to the soundtrack to this movie all on its own. It's really that impressive. It's not a bad film. I enjoyed watching it. It gives you a perspective of what you saw earlier this year in Dunkirk from a political standpoint. And really, I mean, no better argument can be made for letting the generals fight the wars and getting the politicians out of them. It's not a bad little tale. It moves along well. The only problem I have with this is that it's just a little vignette. It's a limited vignette of one specific period in Churchill leading up to his big and famous speech. But it doesn't give you any more meat and potatoes for anything other than that. So in that respect, it may be, now you say, well, for your, two movies, similar themes, this one is good, and I think you'll like it, but it doesn't beat Dunkirk. If I had to sit and watch one again, it would definitely be Dunkirk. Outtakes with Fiore has behind-the-scenes footage of Darkest Hour. You can check it out Mondays at 7, Thursdays at 9, and Saturdays at 2 p.m. And don't forget about the official Outtakes with Fiore blog and the Facebook page. You can find all kinds of interesting things there as well. So now that you have learned what you have learned, the Battle of Dunkirk from the military and then from the political standpoint, here endeth your lesson.